Hi everyone, this is Angie, and I want to do a video on one of my favorite bag designs of all time, the Lady Dior by the House of Christian Dior. I'm going to go over some pros, some cons, whether I recommend this bag, and also go into a little bit of history behind this bag. The Lady Dior bag was not designed by Christian Dior himself. Christian Dior was known more as a dress couturier and haute couture. He gained international fame by creating the new look after World War II, which brought about a more feminine and glamorous look to women's fashion. As far as jewelry, bags, shoes, he hired other designers to create designs and pieces for his brand. So the Lady Dior was designed in 1994 by Gianfranco Ferré, who was the creative director of Dior at that time. And he originally named this bag the Chouchou, but the First Lady of France gifted this bag to Princess Diana, and it soon became her favorite bag. She was seen very frequently with it, so the House of Dior decided to rename this bag to Lady Dior in honor of Lady Diana. So the Lady Dior comes in five sizes. There's a micro version, a mini, a small, a medium, and a large. These two bags before me are both a size medium. It's their most iconic and best-selling size. It measures 24 centimeters in width, 20 centimeters in height, and 11 centimeters in depth. The Lady Dior is supposedly handcrafted by seven different artisans. They use around 130 pieces of leather, and it takes them 8 hours to create one Lady Dior bag. The reason I say supposedly is because last year, Dior was involved in this huge controversy. Italian officials found out that Dior was getting their bags made in Chinese owned sweatshops in Italy, and the workers were working under sweatshop conditions. And the crazy thing was that it takes around 53 euros to create one Dior bag. When I got my first Lady Dior, it was in 2009. I paid around $2,300, and I've since sold it for reasons that I'm going to get into a little bit later. But currently, this medium Lady Dior is $6,600. I mean, I always knew that luxury brands mark up their products, right? A lot of luxury items are not necessarily for quality, but more for like the brand and the status. I don't think I would be as upset about the price difference between their production costs and what they sell their bags for. I think I'm a little more upset about the fact that they claim that their bags are made in Italy by artisans, but they're using sweatshops. And not that there's anything wrong with Chinese owned companies, but a lot of replica bags are made in China. And if that's the case, why even bother buying an authentic Lady Dior for $6,600 when they are made in the same conditions as the replicas are made? But it is what it is. I think most people do realize that luxury brands tend to mark up their products by a lot. And sometimes, or actually most of the time, it's not even about quality, right? They're selling you a brand, they're selling you an image, and luxury things do tend to cost a lot. So they have to make their products cost a lot. Luckily, I didn't pay anywhere near $6,000 for either of these bags. This one is actually from 2011. It's a limited edition Dior did a collaboration with a German modern artist, Anselm Reyle, and I think he did a really good job making the bag look a little more edgy and modern with the canage pattern going diagonally, the triangular charms that he put on here. And one thing I really like about this bag is that it has this camel print on the inside, and that's basically what sold me on this bag because I love camel prints. Red patent one is more classic. They have a newer, updated version of the Lady Dior, and the way you can tell if it's more vintage or a little older is that the new version has a flap to get in and out of the bag, and the older version has a zipper closure. I do like how smooth the zipper is, but it does make the bag harder to get in and out of. In terms of quality, the stitching, everything does look quite beautiful. However, the grommet on this handle has come off. Granted, this bag is several years old, but when I got this bag and the grommet came out, I was really scared that this was a replica. So I went on legit grails and got it authenticated. And they basically send you a certificate. It costs around $15 to authenticate a Lady Dior. There's also other brands that they look into. I'll quickly go over what fits inside the Lady Dior medium. Here I can put my headphones, my wallet, my key clay, a full-size sunscreen, a full-size brush. I always carry a hair oil around with me. Hand sanitizer and lotion, few lipsticks fit inside, and lastly, my phone with this giant Hello Kitty phone case. It's inside, and at this point, there's very little room for me to put more, but I do think it holds a decent amount of items that you can wear during the day or at night. And yeah, I mean, I love the look of this bag, but I am disappointed about the whole sweatshop controversy. And as far as quality goes, I don't expect perfection, but I wish this hadn't happened. So anyway, I don't recommend this bag. If you really like the look, I think you can get a decent condition Lady Dior for around $2,000 to $3,000 on pre-owned websites, and which is what I did. But yeah, that's basically it. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and I'll get back to you.